Hi everyone, good to see you. It's GM Crafts here bringing you another Facebook Live. Well, I can't believe it's Wednesday again. The week is flying by and we're already at Wednesday. For those of you that joined us at TikTok at 7 this evening, it's lovely to see you again. I know some of you are keen to see what else we've got to show you tonight. We are bringing some very different things to each live this week and every week from now on, so you'll see different things on each live. Some will be similar but maybe a different twist, and some will be quite different indeed. So tonight we've got lots to share with you, and we have obviously got an exclusive discount code which expires on Friday evening. That's Friday the 27th of May 2022, and I will tell you all about that in a moment. I've got some exclusive free cut files for you, and this tonight will be the last chance you get to take advantage of those Jubilee ones. Although we're not really doing the Jubilee tonight, I have got a couple of samples to share with you, and the last few handful, there's 7 left of that Jubilee mystery box, and when they're gone, they're gone. With this discount code tonight, it's an even better saving. You will never get it that cheap again. It's saving you over half the cost that it would cost you if you bought all of those individual items, and of course you get that exclusive teddy bear, which we put HTV onto the other week, but I've got him here to remind you. I've taken the mystery box back into the office now because the stock's obviously quite low. What have I done with Bear, Anya? I had him at 7 o'clock.
I saw him go back into a box, I thought.
Yeah, I found him. I was tidier than I thought. So this bear is only available in the Jubilee mystery box. He does come with a bigger bow, but I trimmed it. If you watch the live, you will remember. I trimmed his bow because I wanted him to look like he was wearing a dicky bow. So that's why he's trimmed. And we put some of the purple HTV glitter that was in the mystery box on him. We gave him hugs and kisses on his feet. And under his t-shirt, we gave him a heart. For those of you that remember seeing that demo. If you don't and you want to see how to do it, then I can't see if I'm bringing that to the right bit of the camera. It's above my head tonight. Then we still have that on YouTube if you want to see the rerun. So, you're right, Anya?
Yeah, we have a customer saying she can't hear the sound, so I'll just check if I can hear.
Okay.
I always bring them now, just in case.
Just in case you have that happen.
Just to see if I can hear it.
And last week, I don't know whether any of you remember seeing this again last week, you were asking for us to bring one of the big mumble bears and how to put HTV on, and so we also brought that for you. Anya's going to check sound for us.
Yeah, I heard it straight away.
Did you hear it?
Yeah, I think.
Just double check. She may need to tap the video. Sometimes when it pops up,
Good.
Can you hear it?
Yeah,
that's fine then. Sometimes when it pops up in your feed, it watches in silent in the bottom corner, so you need to bring it open onto your screen. But if ever you have a technical issue, you have issues viewing with us, or you've got any technical questions like that, please shout. And Anya has the technical know-how and way to check it. So thank you very much, Anya, for checking that for us. For those of you that want to dip in and out, we are here till 9 o'clock. Obviously, it'd be great if you could stay with us because we've got quite a fast-paced live tonight. But we will put this back on the Facebook page to watch afterwards again for those of you that want to re-watch, because I know some of you like to watch it and then go back and check your bits that were favourite bits or things you need to remember. Any questions whatsoever, please do shout us. We're here to help. Tonight we're going to be talking about sublimation mainly, but I also want to touch on some of the other things that you can do with sublimation. And sublimation ink is, for some people, very worrying because they not quite sure what they're doing. So we want to try and bring some of those worries away, and we want to talk to you about the sublimation printer, the Sawgrass printer system that we've got for you, which is fantastic, I have to say. We spent all of last year, the production manager spent all of last year researching to make sure that we got the best printer available, and we got the best solution and the best ink for you, and we did a lot of testing, and this was the result. We've got some great videos on our YouTube channel showing you all the different ways you can use it. There is also free delivery, there is free delivery with it, but there is also a free software package that is Sawgrass printer only, and it talks to you. There's loads of talk walkthroughs. There is thousands of designs that are free for you to use immediately. And there is so many different ways you can make t-shirts, jumpers, mugs, key rings, cups, glasses. There is just so many different designs that you could print and print and print and print all day long and not have to think of your own design on there. Also, all of our cut files that we design, you can actually print in Sawgrass to make a sublimation design. And I know some of you have already been doing that. And I did this on our TikTok live tonight using the Jubilee file that we've got. So you just pop this into the Jubilee file, the PNG into the software, and it resizes. I told it what size I wanted, the mug wrap, and that was that. There's loads of templates on there, and you just put in what you want, and it is that simple. And as I say, there is lots and lots of background support and walkthroughs, and Sawgrass will even talk you through setting it up if you're feeling a bit nervous. But it really is a business in a box. I mean, that mug, the sheet and the vinyl, not vinyl, it's sublimation paper. This sublimation paper costs pennies, and you've got your mug, and you know, what's that? Oh, I looked at the other day a mug on Amazon. There's lots of other retail places as well, but Amazon's obviously a very easy one. And they're retailing mugs these days. Sublimated mugs are retailing £8, £9, £10. So you know, there's a lot of money you can make on that very quickly out of the box. Equally, I'm going to talk you through and show you some key rings and some different ways. And then if you come back in 2 weeks' time, I'm actually going to do an actual video live with you with the printer on the table, and we're going to do some different things that way as well. So there's lots coming, and I've got some tutorials coming for you and some other bits and bobs, as well as what we've already got, which is a great support on the YouTube channel, and the links are also in the website in the Sawgrass category on there for you for your ease. So before I move on, I just want to get my machine cutting my vinyl design, and then we'll move on to what we're going to do next. So I'll show you what the free cut file tonight is, but there is other free cut files that we're prepared to give you the links for tonight from the last few weeks' Jubilee designs, because we are aware that that's your last chance to get those. So do comment and we'll gladly send you those. But this is the cut file tonight that I'm going to share with you. Can you see that on camera all right? I can't see because it's above my head, Anya.
Hold on. Come on.
So I'm going to sublimate, and then this, what I'd call Gothic Heart, is going to, as a vinyl design, is going on top. This was a Union Jack and obviously some black. It was our black brick, which is a 3D vinyl. But I'm actually going to do a different, more Gothic skull design for you with red HTV as the Gothic Heart. So I'm just going to cut that now. And while that's cutting, I'll show you how to use the mug press. Anybody got any questions? Has the lady sorted a sound issue out?
They have, yes.
Brilliant. Did she get to the bottom of it? Was it because she was minimised?
No, she just turned the phone back on and off again, and it's
Oh.
all good.
Oh, how annoying though.
Yeah, it's hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Right, so this is our red brick. Vinyl. We've got lots of colours in the brick range, and we have had a couple of tutorials on YouTube already with it. But the brick is a 3D, very thick. I'll show you afterwards how it looks, but it's a very thick, and it's ideal if you want something with a bit of a rigid texture. It's just, I think sometimes, and this being a Gothic-y design, I think it's quite nice because you've got the soft torn hem t-shirt design that I've gone for. With the, you'll see I'm going to do a torn design with the sublimation, because you don't just have to have it as a flat design. So I'm looking for a squeegee, Anya.
Do you want it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've got a spare.
That.
But that doesn't answer where I put it.
Where did the one went.
We'll find it in about 2 minutes when we don't need it.
Yeah. Definitely.
So whenever I load, whenever I load vinyl into the machine, if I'm working from home, I don't do this when I'm doing the video demos for you because I'm not there to narrate, so I do cut it to size then. But when I'm doing a live or when I'm at home working, I like to try and put the whole thing on my mat, because then I find I can trim round the cut design afterwards and it reduces your waste, getting more vinyl out for your money. So I'll leave that on, and if your squeegee is your best friend for this, because then you can just make sure it stays on the mat. So while that's cutting, now I'm going to make a mug I wanted to show you our glitter mugs that we've got on the website. I don't know whether you remember seeing them. So I'm just going to move this out of the way. Bring the mug in. It's like a bit... I need a wider angle camera tonight. I'll just move that out of the way. And you have to tell me, Anya, if you can see the mug press as it comes in. It's off, so nobody panic, I'm not burning my fingers. Can you see?
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah. So while that's on, so switch it on, it will preheat. Now, on our YouTube channel, we do have lots of videos, including how to press using a tumbler. And we've got these tumblers now on the website. Thermo tumblers, they're called. They're brilliant. You all right?
Believe it or not, you can see more than you think on this.
What can I see?
I'd like to have a look quickly, just so you know. That might help with...
Ah, it is a lot, yeah, it's a lot
Yeah.
wider, isn't it? So I can bring it to one side then, can't I?
Can you move a bit further across without worrying?
Yeah, brilliant. That gives me a bit more working space.
Yeah, so I was looking at how supposed to wear that. I thought that would mention it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Anya. She keeps me on the straight and narrow. Right, so whenever you're doing a mug, you're losing everything tonight.
You're putting it all over near me. It's not good.
It's not working. You're eating it, aren't you? Come on, admit it.
I'll fiddle with it probably.
Ah, there it is. I was after a heat-proof tape. You need a heat-proof tape whenever you're putting a mug design. Now, there's a variety of ways of using mug wraps. We do sell mug sheets, paper, ready for your printer for your sublimation. So you can buy them as a standard mug size or a large mug size, and they're perfectly fitted, so you're not cutting. So if you've got an A4 sheet like this, you can get 2 mugs out of it if you want to do 2 prints, but you may just want 1, so obviously that makes it a bit better value for you. So get your heat tape. Now you must make sure your design sits 2.5 centimetres away from the edge of your handle, and that gives you a perfect professional crisp edge then, and I've got a feeling that's going to be too close. Just slightly. So if that happens, either get your paper scissors, paper trimmers, or your scissors, and just take the edge off, just to ensure that you're not. I always cut either side because then you haven't got to worry. Now, if I was doing this non-live, I'd get my paper trimmer out and do it square, but it's a. So this is our Star Sky mug. I really can't see my camera tonight, Anya, so I hope you can. So it's got a beautiful glitter to it, but then when you heat it, you'll see when it comes out the heat, mug press. When you heat it, each colour changes, which is ideal when you are going to put some hot liquids in it. So with that in mind, I've gone for this design, and I have to say I thank Josh in the print room for this, because he did this for me the other day. I'm not going to claim the credit for this. It was his idea, because as your mug heats up, this will appear like a sea scene. So he thinks, yeah, I think it'll look nice.
A sea scene.
Sea scene.
Oh, okay.
Sea scene.
I thought that was a new word I was discovering.
No.
I heard it wrong.
I probably said it too quick. Right, so make sure you're 2.5 centimetres either side. Square it up on there so you've got a square edge. Now I always then take the tape over one side of the mug. It's a bit harder when you're doing it one-handed. Take it down and under. You need my scissors. I've actually put them somewhere strange, haven't I?
Yes, you have.
I have.
There's... Oh, no, they're not the ones you need.
Not really. Oh, there they are. They fell off my table.
Look. Oh, I didn't see that.
There we go. So,
Of course you can.
so I would take either end first. That prevents it lifting as you're degassing and gives you a perfect straight edge. It's going to wrap itself under. I'll be shouting Anya in a minute. Does anybody shouting at their screen they want to help?
No, not yet. We have a question.
Yeah.
What is brick HTV mainly used for?
It's great for cotton, polycotton mixtures mainly, although I've used it on jersey. I've used it on most things, to be fair. I wouldn't use it on nylon, just because nylon's really flexy, isn't it? Right, let me just tell you as I'm doing it, I'm just taping all the way around the outer edge now of that design. But I've used it on lots of different materials. It's great. It's just it is just I say just, it's not just, but it is a HTV, so don't be frightened by the title brick. It is just a thicker, more firmer, less flexible, so you wouldn't want to put it on sportswear because it will pucker the t-shirt, but any normal clothes will be fine. But it's a thicker and has more texture, more rigidity to it, so it's ideal, especially if you like things with a bit of texture or you want something that's multi-textural. I think actually it looked really nice on some, well, it looks really nice on here. Let me just quickly show you once I've got this in the mug press. So I'll come back to that in a second, Anya. You've got your mug. I always wrap it in silicone paper so that it protects the press from staining whilst it's degassing. Slide it in, switch it up to close and leave it to get on and do its thing. So now we'll talk about brick. The press will run through its own cycle for 3 minutes and then it's done, and then you just remove the mug, let it cool down, and then you can remove the paper. So this was the design I made on TikTok earlier, and as you can see, I don't know whether you can hear. Can you hear that? That's my fingers rubbing over the edges, so it's a much more textured. It's very smooth and glossy on the surface. If I shut up a minute, you'll hear. It's not really any sound. But then when you rub your finger over the edge, there is a crisper edge to it. Most HTV, when it's applied, you don't really notice the edge, but you do on this. And if you look, you'll see it's thicker. So it's just a textural thing. It's great if you've got somebody with type difficulties, sensory issues. They like a bit of sensory feedback. My youngest, who's autistic, would enjoy that on a t-shirt because he likes to touch things and feel the difference in textures. So it'd be good for that. But it's just good for a visual difference, and I think the more texture sometimes to a different textures you get in a design, sometimes it can make it a little bit more interesting. So it just gives you another alternative. We also, if you're looking for anything with texture or 3D, we also do a bubble up, which is a bit like your expandable foam only in HTV. So that gives you, again, a different texture. Again, it's spongy when it's after it's been applied. And we also do a flock, which is very soft and fluffy texture to it, as you would expect with a flock. And also glitter can be quite a good texture because it's got a, dare I say, crunchiness to it when you rub your fingers out. It's not scratchy, but it's got a nice crisp crunchiness to it. So, and I think sometimes adding a bit of texture can really make a difference on the design. So bricks, that's brick.
We also have another question.
Yeah.
Do I have to use sublimation ink on the sublimation paper, or can I use ordinary ink from printer?
No, you must use sublimation ink. If you've only got a normal printer, then you can use our Inkjet. And we do have Inkjet Light and Inkjet Dark, try to put my teeth in. And that will give you a similar effect. In fact, I've actually created a design printed to show you for this very question. So this is the sublimation paper I'm using tonight. So when it transfers on, it's completely clear afterwards, as you can see. So it just melts into the fabric. This is Sublimation. If you've got a dark item of clothing, a black t-shirt that you want to use your sublimation ink printer on, then you would use Sublimation. Or because sublimation ink needs to be used on polyester or a dedicated sublimation blank. The Sublimation gets around that, so you can actually use it on cotton and polycotton as well, and obviously you can use it on the darks because you can cut it on your cutting machine, and we have transfer paper so you can get intricate details cut into that. If you've only got an inkjet printer, then you would need one of these. Inkjet Light, which has a transparency to it, so again, only for light items. And Inkjet Dark, which has a white tip to it, again, you can cut it. and you would use that on dark fabrics, navies, blues, dark greens, etc. And that will give you what we call a whiteout, so you'll get a perfect replica of the painting or design or whatever you've gone for. So if you want sublimation, we do about 5 different sublimation products now, including the Caesar, but you would either want the sublimation papers of choice, or if you've got dark or cotton, you need Sublimation. If you haven't got a sublimation printer yet but you want to do something, then you would use Inkjet Light or Inkjet Dark, depending on your item of clothing. The ideal thing with the Inkjet Dark is you can use that on lights and darks, but the light is only good on light colours, preferably white or cream for its best finish. Right, let me just take this mug out while it's still warm so you can see. Remember, it was black when it went in, and now it's white. Can you see? So it's white. It's still glittery, but it's white. If I just pop that back in there while I get my tweezers a minute.
Talking of the mug press,
Yeah.
we have a few questions.
Oh, good.
How much is the mug heat press?
Well,
I can't find the exact price.
Okay, well, don't forget tonight's discount code. So 5GM. I'm just going to unwrap this while I'm talking. And I would normally not do this, but because we're on a live and I want to show you this, I'm going to do it with my tweezers so I don't burn myself, because this is still very hot. And because it's a heat changing mug, I want you to see the design, and then we'll bring it back when it's cooled down so you can see the difference, which obviously we need to do in real time on the live. So please don't do this at home, or if you do, use our heat proof gloves, which we've got. There, look at that design. Now when we go back to this when it's gone cold, you'll see it's disappeared again. So we've got 2 different discount codes. They expire on Friday night at midnight, so please be aware of that. You've got your, look at that. Can you see the sparkle?
Beautiful.
Can you see the sparkle on the camera, aren't you?
Yeah, slightly. It's better in person, I think.
Yeah. So that will go black and the design will disappear, which I'll show you when it's cooled down towards the end. So I'll just leave that on my desk. Please remind me, Anya, to go back to that. Let's move that out of the way so I don't burn myself. So we've got 5GM May. Now the 5GM May will give you a 5% discount on all of your easy presses, including the brand new hat press, which is on pre-order. Woo! That comes out next week, and we will bring that to you on our live next week. So if you want to see the hat press, join us next Wednesday.
Am I wrong in thinking the hat press is Zen Blue too, or did I imagine that?
You are right, thinking it's Zen Blue too.
Oh, exciting.
Anya loves the Zen Blue. She'd buy them all just to sort of sit and look at them. And I have everything matchy-matchy. So you've got the 5GM May code will bring you 5% off your easy presses, your mug presses, including our mug presses, and your machines for your silhouette and your Cricut, and the sublimation machines and bundles too, as well as the silhouette and Cricut bundles, including the Joy. And it will also give you 5% off of the sublimation printable paper packs. So the standard one, which we're using tonight, as well as that Sublimation if you want to put it on the darks, as well as the Caesar and the other ones as well. And it also will give you 5% off our bulk trade rolls. So that's the 5GM May code. Your 15GM May code, which can't be used at the same time, so you'd need to place 2 orders, guys, will allow you to have 15% off of all of our own brand vinyl. So not the Silhouette or the Cricut, but all the others. So all of the self-adhesive category, all the HTV category, all of the pattern category, the transfer doodles, the iron-on transfers, and the mystery boxes, which we've only got 7 of, as I said earlier. Maybe even less probably by now, because I should imagine somebody's snapped one up, and our papercraft sections and our application tapes. So they're your 2 codes. So going back to your mug press question, it's normally $189.99, but we reduced it as a special offer. So with your 5GM May code, you will actually get double bubble on this, and that mug press has come down with the saving code of the 5GM May to 141.54. What a bargain.
A bargain.
What a bargain. And that's for the horizontal one we've just used, which you can use on your tumblers and your larger items, as well as the vertical mug press too. And the Sawgrass printer and inks, just so that you're aware, the whole starter set, using that 5GM May code, will bring it down to £386 £1.46 with free delivery. And don't forget that free software with all of those designs available for your use, and the backup and all the training that you can actually pre-book as well with them, and the unboxing and everything you can get on there. So it really is a business in a box once you've got the blanks as well. And obviously we've got sublimation blanks and bits and bobs on the website, and obviously they are really, really good. So we're using some of those tonight. So I've done that. I've cut that. Let me just organise. I've got so much to show you. I don't want to waste a moment. Right, so this is the red brick. Have you seen the Cricut Glow? Now, I've got it wrong again, haven't I? Oh. Cricut Bright Pad Go.
Yeah.
Bright Pad Go. It's a bit of a tongue twister.
I think Glow would sound better.
Well, it does glow. It's really good. It's got different variable settings, which is really good.
But it is also on the go because you can move around with it.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've cut this on our machine, obviously. Always test cut a new product. We've got loads of cutting guides on the blog. Again, if you want those links, please let us know, and Anya or I will come back later if not, and share that with you. Do comment even if the live's ended, because one of us will pop along over the course of the next few days when we're on duty and send you all the links and information that you need. And don't forget those discount codes will expire at midnight on Friday, so do take advantage of those. Next Wednesday we've got another live coming for you, but the discount code will be something completely different. So if you are thinking of getting a machine, a hat press, and actually we've got the new Cricut mini presses on the website. They came today, so you can get all those ordered and take advantage of that 5% discount code, because you won't get it anywhere else that cheap.
It's in Zen Blue.
And it's in Zen Blue, which is made Anya's year. So we've got those. Now, we are on Instagram Live for the first time tomorrow night. It will be something slightly different, similar theme, but slightly different to tonight's. So much to show you with the sublimation range. And I just want to be able to get you all to realise how beneficial it is and how you can bring it into your little home business. It really does elevate things and gives you much more options, which I think is always enjoyable as well. And I love doing mixed multimedia projects like this, where you mix your different project ideas. So you've got your sublimation and you've got your HTV, and I just think if you've got that versus somebody on a table next to you, or a stool next to you, or an Etsy window next to you, with something that's not quite so interesting or exciting, it gives you the edge. And you can look at that and go, wow. And the beauty of sublimation, of course, is you can create any number of designs. You can show different photos. In fact, I've got some to show you tonight. Quickly, just while I'm... So you've got things like these. I've got another picture of Anya's cat in here somewhere. Yeah, it's Luna this time. No, yeah, Luna, there we go.
Oh, is it? Oh,
yeah.
My baby girl.
So you can get a picture of your pet, you can get a picture of your child. If it's coming up to Father's Day, you might want to put that on a jigsaw, which we've got on the website. You might want to put it on a cap with your new cap press that's coming out next week. There is so many options, and it opens up another whole host of options. And of course, as you've all learned and come to realise, with us, you always get the backup and support. If you need help, one of us will gladly assist you. And if one of us doesn't know the answer, we'll talk to each other and find the answer, because somebody here always tends to. Because we don't bring these things till we know what we're doing for you, so that we can best advise. And of course, another thing I want to share with you, which is really exciting, is we've got some more new cut files coming on the website. In a couple of weeks' time, we've got over 500 cut files available, totally different to the ones we've been sharing on our blogs, which at the moment are free, and they will continue to be free because they've been free for you, and there's lots and lots on there for you, tutorials. But we're also bringing you some other cut files as a new category in the website for you. So what would you like to see? As the team and we're all working on them, what would you like us to bring? I'd be very interested to know. What would be your essential cut file ideas? What about you, Anya? And for those Cricut users that are out there, have you seen some of the new Cricut files that have come up with the Disney themes? It's obviously personal use only because they're Disney. But still quite exciting. We've got lots of different cut files coming over the coming weeks. Lots of ideas for you on how to use them as always. To keep you inspired.
We have a few questions.
Yeah.
Which HTV glue have you used on the Union Jack? I've lost my message.
Eco. It was out of the Jubilee mystery box, but you can buy it separately as well. And it was Eco.
On the Inkjet Dark, would the square around the edge show up or does it blend in?
It shows up, but you can cut it closer in if you use your print and cut. And we have got lots of tutorials on our blog showing you how to set up print and cut on your Cricut and on your silhouette. And if you are a scan and cut user, then you can still use print and cut, but you just scan it in, which a scan and cut user would be quite familiar with by now, I would have thought. And do a direct, so you print it and then you do a direct cut setting on your scan and cut when you scan it in.
Hi, what did you use on the shark mug? Can you send me? Oh, sorry, that was part. That's fine. I'll send the
Yeah,
links.
you send the links. Yeah. So the shark mug, you can see it's now starting to go darker again as the colours coming in. So this is a colour changing star sky mug on our website. So it goes from black when it's hot, it goes to white, so which is ideal when you've got a cup of tea in there. And I'll keep bringing that in as it keeps going back, so you can see how it changes. So I'm going to set the setting here. Now when you're using sublimation, it's a hotter temperature than vinyl, so, and longer. Now, it's a bit like vinyl actually, when you use sublimation paper, fabric takes less time than say a mug. So just bear that in mind.
Is it the Inkjet printable HTV you're using?
No, tonight I am using sublimation paper. So our sublimation paper, but you could do this method with your Inkjet printable. You just need to be aware that you don't overheat it. So choose a vinyl like Turbo or Premium Plus to layer on top so that you haven't got any issues afterwards. So when you're using sublimation paper, you need to make sure that you protect your surface whilst you're doing it. There they are. So we have non-stick greaseproof paper or silicone paper. You find it in your baking aisle in the supermarket. And what I do is I make sure I put a piece on my mat, and I didn't do it to the full edge the other day, and I ended up with some sublimation staining, so do be aware of that. It won't harm your mat as such, but you could end up with a little bit of leaching out, so you just cover it to make sure you don't have that problem. I have a mat that's dedicated for sublimation and a mat that's dedicated for non-sublimation HTV, so that I don't have any blurred edges of problems. So tonight, just get my t-shirt. Just had it in my hand, that's on the table right in front of me.
Ah.
Yes.
Was it the brick vinyl you were using?
Yes, the red.
Yes.
It is brick.
And
yes.
Black?
The black was too.
Of course. That's just fine. I'll send it.
So, preheat my t-shirt to get rid of any moisture while this is heated up, although it's nearly there now. And then I'm actually going to put silicone paper in between the t-shirt layers so it doesn't sublimate the back layer of the t-shirt, if you follow me. I'm losing everything, there it is. So just get your silicone paper, tear it off. Actually got a sheet already torn over here, so I should layer that in the middle. And what that does is stops the sublimation ink going between the two layers, so you haven't got it on the back as a mirror image. I mean, it will only be very light, but some t-shirts, especially this one because it's so thin, will leach it more than others, so it just stops that from happening with that baking paper there. Now, I've gone for a torn edge t-shirt because I'm going to do a torn edge gothic-y design. So I've printed it onto our sublimation paper, and what I want to do then is create a funky, just a gothic edge. So I'm going to actually rip it. You could cut this and you get a tidier edge. I don't want a tidier edge, so I want this to look steampunky and gothic and a bit messy, but with purpose. So that obviously the more you tear will alter how your design is. And you can either leave it free flowing and don't tape it down if you want to blur your edges and squidge your press about. But I'm going to tape this one down so that my edges are tidy.
Ah.
Yeah.
Do the voucher codes apply to the Cricut Mini Easy Press?
Yes, they do. So you've got your heat-proof tape. We sell this on the website. And tape the edges down. It stops any movement. And it's up to you if you tape all 4 edges or whether you tape top and bottom. On this one, I'm just going to tape top and bottom. If this is a really pristine, crisp design that you needed, then I would suggest that you tape all 4 edges just to protect it from any movement. But the beauty of this is it's quite a free moving design anyway. It's quite scruffy on purpose. So you put your press down. And you just let the timer go. Now while I'm here, don't forget your discount code tonight. Don't know if you can see that. So 5GM May. Apologies, my hand's at a funny angle. So I'm trying to put some pressure on this. And that will give you 5% discount, as I mentioned earlier. And you can give you all the details. The offers all expire on Friday midnight, 27th of May 2022. And that 5% discount will be available for you on the Cricut machines and bundles at the easy presses, the mini presses, the hat press pre-order, the Cricut easy press auto press, which is a big saving on that, and also on our mug presses and the Caesar clamp press that we've got on the website, as well as Cricut's mug press. We also, that 5% discount will work on your silhouette cutting machine and bundles. And it will also work on your Pro, which is brilliant saving if you want a big machine. It will also work on your Sublimation Sawgrass printers. Look at that steam. That's the degassing of the Sublimation ink. It will also work on the Sublimation paper packs as well, and the bulk rolls for the vinyl on the trade. So that's, and your Sublimation bundles on your Sawgrass. So that's your 5GM May. If you want to use the 15GM May, that will give you a 15% discount on our vinyl. That's our own vinyl, not the Cricut or the Silhouette. Our papercraft section, our self-adhesive section, our HTV section, our pattern vinyl, our transfer doodles, our iron-on transfers, and our app tapes as well as mystery boxes and starter kits too. So that's your 15GM May if you want a 15% discount.
We have another question.
Yeah.
What's the difference between this mug press and having the mug insert the other way, so the horizontal and the vertical? So the
horizontal mug press that I've used tonight, you can use it, my hand will be off this in a moment, you can use it to do larger, longer items like tumblers. We've got these on the website, and we've got videos on YouTube which we can gladly give you a link to that shows you how we did this. So it's ideal for those because you can slide it through. You haven't got to worry about the length or the you know, the size of your design going up and down, because you can move it through the press. It's the height of it, yeah. The vertical mug press is obviously just for your mugs. Although I do know some people that have done money boxes in it. I also do know some people that have done tumblers in it by turning it upside down, but then you've got to rely on it being the perfect size upside down and top to front, otherwise you end up with an uneven press on it, which isn't ideal either.
Yeah. Do you do a sublimation starter kit?
We do. We've got quite a few bundles on the website now for the sublimation with the Sawgrass printers, and we also do flexi payments of Klarna and ClearPay too. So you don't have to pay it all out in one go, which I think is ideal.
Lay-by.
And lay-by, yes.
New edition.
New edition. So that's your sublimation design. And then I'm going to layer it with a bit of HTV. So Brick is unusual for us because the rest of our HTV is a one press front only. Brick's a bit different. We have to press that on front and back. I need to reduce the temperature. Just do that. Actually, so drop that down to 150. And then let that down time-wise to 9 seconds. And let that cool for a second while I show you some of the bits I was making earlier. I nearly jumped in and would have ended up killing my vinyl.
Oh my goodness.
Oh dear me, that would have been tragic. So I've already shown you earlier the mug that we made on the live during TikTok. Oh, talking of the mug, look at ours, it's gone black. So the colour changing mug that had the sublimation print on it has now gone black. And just to show you that that is the same one, if I warm it under the plate, be careful not to burn your fingers if ever you do this at home. You can see the design there. See how it's changed colour. So you could do this as a secret printed design. So you print on it with your sublimation ink a message, could be something sweet or naughty. Somebody will put their cup of tea in it and then it will change and then they can actually reveal the design afterwards, which I think is fantastic. And obviously if you put a hot drink in there, it will warm up so that it will reveal the design gradually as well at the same time, which I think is quite good. So that's your colour changing mug. Excuse me, I've just got a cough. Obviously we do the white mugs on the website, and you're very welcome to have this Jubilee design that we created using a t-shirt a couple of weeks ago. We've got the file. If you ask for it, we'll send you the link because it's a live exclusive only file, but we pop that in the Sawgrass system and within a few seconds we got a mug wrap. And we do mug wrap specific sized sublimation paper for you as well on the website, which is really good. Right, you all right?
Yes.
So, right, will you do that while I do this? So 9 seconds on the front of this while you're doing that. Go on then.
Okay. Do you sell these t-shirts?
No, not at present. Would you like us to sell them?
Yeah. And I always put paper inside t-shirts when sublimating, but I've seen lots of people don't. I
do, and I have done tonight, as you can see. If you missed it while I was laying it up, then you obviously can watch it back live after the live is finished and it will show you. But I do because it stops the ink from going onto the back of the t-shirt design, which obviously you don't want. Right, so normally with HTV, that would be, for our HTV, that would be it. But brick's a bit different due to its texture. Can you see, look, I've got the silicone paper inside as I turn it over. Just make sure it's on that. So then again, the brick. And 8 seconds this time on the back. It's just to make sure it, because of the 3D deep texture of it, this is the only one of ours that we recommend pressing onto the back, but it just gives you a better finish afterwards, certainly when it goes through the wash.
Oh
Now,
my goodness. You're never going to believe it. Well, you probably will. Michelle is going on Channel 4 on tomorrow.
Michelle, what are you doing?
Oh no, hold on. No, Friday, sorry.
What are you doing, Michelle?
Oh, I know, it's exciting.
That is exciting.
That's on telly.
What are you
We'll
up
have
to
have a
do?
look. Find her.
Tell us, what are you doing on Channel 4? There you go, that's your design. So, free cut file is your Gothic heart. Obviously, we've used sublimation paper to create the design behind that we've ripped and applied beforehand, but you could use inkjet paper to do the same thing and get the same effect. But I think it just elevates the design from a standard sublimation. You don't have to do that every time, but sometimes, like if you had a picture of a lady's head, you might want to do some gold glitter strands through her hair with HTV afterwards. Vinyl really does help elevate it, and I think it just gives you an extra edge on a flat design on one that somebody else has been making, and it's very easy to achieve. And I'm going to do some more tutorials in the coming weeks with these, so don't panic. Obviously this video will be here for you to keep rewatching and again on YouTube, but that's that. So that's tonight's free cut file, so do comment if you'd like that. How are we doing for time, Anya? Have I got more to share with these lovely people?
It is 20:46.
Oh, right, okay, so we've got time for... It's It's flying by again.
Flying by.
So I've got time for another quick demo then. Is that what you're saying?
I think you might.
I think I might have.
If you're speedy.
Now, would you like to see a keyring or a coaster, guys?
Oh, we have to vote for it now.
Yeah, quick, vote for it while you can.
First 1 to 10.
First 1 to 10. Keyring or a coaster? I'm just adjusting my timer.
I'm getting ready to count.
Why is it when you do these things it takes longer to go by than when you do it on your own? I keep missing the number.
Keyring, coaster. Keyring, coaster. Oh, I've got some counting up to now.
Right, okay, you count. I'll find them. Right. Do you know what? We might have time to do both.
Oh, it's very 50-50.
Is it? Okay.
1, 2,
Well,
3, 4.
have you seen on our website all the blanks that we now do offer you? So we do things like key rings. We do these keyring beer openers, which I think this is ideal for Father's Day. We do different sizes as well, not just one. Have you got a verdict, Tanya?
Just counted one more time.
We've got different size and different types of coasters. So we've got hard-backed coasters, we've got firm coasters, and we've got these softer coasters with a rubber backing. Keyring.
I don't know why I said that a bit weird there.
Keyring.
Keyring.
So we have these flexible coasters as well, and we do mouse mats, we do bags. Oh, there's so many things. I may get time to show you, so I'll try and hurry through this for you. Now again, you could use the Sawgrass software to design this, or you could just use a quick print design off a PDF. It's entirely up to you which way you go with it. But you just print. Josh, I was busy the other day, so Josh did this for me very quickly whilst I was in the office. I will be doing these for you live in a couple of weeks' time with the printer on the table, so that you get to see that as well. Because I think it's quite important to do that, and I'll do some tutorials and demonstrations and walkthroughs as well with you. And we do have some really good walkthroughs already on our YouTube that Josh has created for you, and they're brilliant. One's on Photoshop, one's on Illustrator using the Sawgrass, one's in Cricut software, one's in Silhouette software, and there's some other videos on there as well for you. So do take advantage of those if you can. So he's just printed me some names for Dad because it's Father's Day, and I'm just going to use my scissors, so you don't always need a cutting machine. And I'm going to just, the beauty of sublimation paper is it vanishes, so it's just the design that transfers. So you're not got to panic and think, oh my goodness, whatever I do here, I've got to make sure it's really accurate. Now, I've got 2 rolls of heatproof tape now, and you're on the go here.
Oh, you know.
Yeah, so one's mysteriously come back. It was on the corner of my table under the paper.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and my tweezers. So I've got 2 tweezers on the table as well. My cup runneth over. It's like buses, they all come at once. So, but I can't find the end. That's the trouble with all these.
Do you need help?
I might do. I may need Anya's nails. Normally bend it over. There we go. Right, I'm going to tape this down because I don't want the Dad moving. So I'm going to tape it there. And I am taping it onto my silicone paper underneath because it gives it an anchor point because it's such a small piece. So that's Dad. Move all these out of the way because I don't want to pull these before I've used them. So Dad. And we're just going to place that on there. And then when I've done that, I'll turn it over and sublimate a design onto the back. Have you got any questions, Anya?
Oh, let me find out.
Don't forget your discount codes. Expire midnight Friday the 27th of May 2022. Your 5GM May gives you 5% discount on your Sawgrass bundles and printers. It gives you 5% discount on your sublimation papers. It gives you 5% discount on the Cricut and Silhouette machines and bundles. And all of those heat press, easy press, the auto press, easy press from Cricut, the mug presses, as well as the hat press, which is on pre-order, the brand new mini press that's just arrived today, and those mug presses as well. And lastly, bulk rolls. So that's your 5, and then your 15%, your 15 GM May, which needs to be used as a separate basket, but do send us a message and we can group your order. is for 15% off all vinyl in our self-adhesive category, our HTV category, our pattern vinyl, our iron-on transfers, our transfer doodles, our starter kits, our mystery boxes, our paper craft sections, and our application tape. And breathe. Have you found any questions?
Yeah, where did you get those lines from?
If you Google the images, if you put something in like paint splash lion or paint splash animal designs, I can't give you the links, I'm afraid, because it's a free sharing resource that I've seen them on. But there's loads of software images on the Sawgrass software. Very similar designs, more different designs. There's the basic designs, there's more intricate designs. They've even got things on there like how to create mugs using your photo in an oval to create Christmas wreaths around it. There's so many, there is thousands of different design possibilities on the Sawgrass software, which comes free with your Sawgrass machine. And again, there's loads of tutorials and walkthroughs that they provide, and they give you, the Sawgrass company give you incredible support, as do we obviously, but they are very good as well. So you've not just got us, you've got them as well.
Right. What material is the keyring made from?
It's a sublimation blank on our website, and it's a metal. It's a bottle opener, and it is metal coated.
We also have another question. Where has it gone? Can you use a sublimation on, I think that's supposed to say acrylic keyrings?
If they are sublimation standard, and it will tell you where you're buying them from, if you can or can't. So do be aware of that. Right, this is hot now, so I've got to be very careful. In metal, it will be very hot. But there's your dad, which is now upside down, but I'll turn him round so I don't burn. We do have heat-proof gloves actually, I'm going to wear them for a second while I move it. Again, these are available on the website, along with our tweezers and all of our toolkits, our heat-proof tape. So that's your dad. You see Dad? And then I'm going to heat press another sublimation design onto the back, so it's multi-sided. You got a question, Anya?
I think you've already answered this.
That's okay.
From another customer, but it's not again. Can I just use my normal inkjet on your sublimation paper and then it's job done?
No, you need to, if you want to use your inkjet, if that's the only printer you've got available, you need to use our inkjet products, either Inkjet Dark or Inkjet Light. Light is for light garments, dark is for dark and any garment actually, but especially for that. So I've got another design, so obviously it's for Dad. Dad's into gaming on this one, so I've printed this design. So I'm going to print that on there. Again, I'm going to tape down the edges just so that it doesn't move around under my press. You okay?
Yes.
I've done it again. Lost my tape edge. Aha, found it. Okay. How you doing over there? I've got tools everywhere here now. What time is it?
It's 20:56.
Okay. I reckon if I'm careful and sneaky, I can get this. Do you want a quick last minute coaster before I leave you guys? Shout if you want the coaster as well. Don't forget, yeah, quick, otherwise I'll finish it. You've got to count down up to 126. 5GM May is our 5% discount code. Don't forget, for your 5% off your Sawgrass, your sublimation papers, your bulk rolls, your easy presses, your mini presses, your Cricut easy press, your Cricut auto press, our mug presses, and our Cricut bundles, our Cricut machines, and our silhouette machines and silhouette bundles only. That expires, as did the other one, on Friday midnight, the 27th of May, so you've got 48 hours to use it or lose it. And then your 15 GM May is your 15% discount code, and that is off our mystery boxes, our starter kits, all of our own self-adhesive category, just not the Cricut and Silhouette vinyl, all of our HTV vinyl category, and our papercraft section and our app tapes as well. Are you all right over there? Have we got? Does anybody want a coaster before I go?
Reload it. It's going like crazy. Oh. Let's see.
I'm thinking of putting this lion on the coaster. And of course, don't forget the Sublimation. If you've got a sublimation printer and you want to print onto cotton or dark clothing, then you need to use our Sublimation, and that will allow you to do that.
We're getting lots of pleases.
Okay, so we will go with a coaster. It will take us a few minutes past 9, but if you can all live with that, then I can too. Now, next week we're coming back obviously on Wednesday with another live, but I've got some more exciting news for you. If you're an Instagram user, we are going to do our first Instagram live tomorrow night. Wow. Woohoo. So come and join us tomorrow night on Instagram at 8 p.m, and we'll have even more things to show you. And then next week we'll be on live again on Facebook at 8 p.m on Wednesday, 7 p.m on Wednesday on TikTok. Not on the Thursday because it's bank holiday. But that next week we've got something very different to show you again, and we will be bringing you that hat press because they launch and will be delivered after the 1st of June. So we will bring you the hat press and show you what you can do with that, which I think is very exciting. What do you think?
I think it's very exciting.
Yeah, I do. So while that's just cooling for a minute so I don't burn my fingers, so I'm going to use our flexible soft coaster. We do a variety of coasters: hexagonal hard ones, square hard ones, square soft rubbery backed ones, and obviously circular as well. But I'm going to use this one tonight, and I'm going to put it on the lion's head that way so I don't lose the placement of my design, and then I'm going to turn it upside down.
We also have coaster tutorials on our website.
We do, for sublimation ink. Well remembered, Anya. We do a Cricut sublimation coaster design with a free cut file and download for a printable file that goes with it. And that's to use 4 coasters because they come in packs of 4, whereas ours are single. But the more you buy, the more you save. Because obviously we offer the free postage, so the more you buy, that free postage gets reduced out of each individual item, so it saves you more money. But yes, that's on there as well. So there is lots to go with. And this being a coaster and it's soft, it will press much quicker than the metal hard. So I'm going to pull that off in a moment. Wow. Let me move that and you'll see how wow that is. Let me get my heat-proof glove because I do not want to burn myself. That was on a white. Look how vibrant that is. And that was the printed design before we pressed it, just to show you the difference in colour. Some people don't realise sublimation become a bit like infusible ink actually. Exactly like infusible ink. The colour comes much brighter and much more vibrant when you've pressed it. So let me move that to one side. And then we'll have a look at the keyring. Oh wow, that's took really well as well, look. Again, I'll get my heat-proof, look at that. I'll get my heat-proof glove because I do not want to burn my fingers.
No.
Be no crafting for me for the next few days otherwise.
Oh gosh, we need to do tomorrow.
We do. There you go. Hold on a minute. I've got myself in a bit of a pickle with that. So you've got Dad on that side, and then we sublimated the other design on the other side, the keyring. So there's a whole plethora of things that sublimation can make and do. You can mix it with your HTV. I love doing mixed multimedia projects because I think it really does elevate them. Now you could then later on put a bit of HTV on that instead and put Dad in HTV over the sublimation design. So there really is a whole variety of choices. That's gone cool now, so I can show you that without needing my gloves. It really is brilliant. You've got so much versatility there. And obviously don't forget your free cut file that goes with this tonight. So that was your Gothic heart that I designed for you. And I think you'll find that there is some really good things you can make with sublimation. Just take it one step at a time. I remember very long while ago, somebody saying to me when I first, many years ago, it must be 20 years ago, when I first got my first cutting machine, just get it out of the box, switch it on, set it up. Following the setup allows you to start to get to know what you're doing, and then you take it step by step. And the beauty of having us by your side gives you the benefit of our knowledge. We'll always give you support. If you send us a message, I can't do this, why isn't it working? Why is that not working? Or why is this not doing? And we've got lots of support articles and knowledge to help you. And Sawgrass do as well, so they're really helpful too. So you're not on your own, but you can enjoy it and craft along with us. And over the next few weeks, we'll be bringing you lots of different project ideas to go along with this. Next week, we're going to step away from sublimation and move back to vinyl for the week. But I've got lots to share with you on that, including that hat press. And if there's anything at all you'd like help with, do let us know. We'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to see what you're doing. If you want the free cut files from tonight, and don't forget those Jubilee ones. Let me just get my box, because this will be the last chance you get to get those files. So I don't want you to miss out. The Jubilee mystery boxes, there's only a handful left. I managed to get them. We managed to get some more, but that's the last of them. And we made this from that Jubilee mystery box. Now we've got self-adhesive vinyl in there that produced this, but we also made it into a t-shirt, which we have photos of on our Facebook if you want to see those. And we've also got these designs that we've got on our website that we've done recently for you, 3D cards. And then going back to the Jubilee theme, we've got this Gothic type design again, butterfly with roses. And I mixed that with some of the transfers, our UK transfers. We've got this on the website, which is there for you as free cut file. And then we've got this Jubilee design again on the website for you. And then we've got last week's free cut file, which is exclusive to the lives only, so you do need to ask for this. Our Mountains Calling, which we used with one of our rainbows. Obviously that's ideal at the moment for Father's Day. So that's quite handy. I know I've got a target audience. Now this was a kids t-shirt we made, but we also made an adults one, so we've got Matchy Matchy, which is very popular at the moment. And of course, love, inhale, exhale, gratitude. And then that platinum emblem again. You all right, Anya?
Yeah, just going, keep losing a spot.
So there's lots to choose from. And don't forget that mug, which we heated earlier. Let me just quickly refresh for anybody that's didn't see. So our Star Sky colour changing mug that we put the design onto. There's, as you can see now, cold, you can't see anything at all. Nothing at all. Then when you heat it up, obviously you're not going to see the full design because I'm not going to be able to get it with my heat press. But there you go, you can see that the design starts to reveal when it gets warm. Well, that's from sublimating it. So there really is, and we did that we used that mug last week with our iron-on transfers. Week before it might have been actually. That was an iron-on transfer in our mug press. Just pop the transfer on, put it in the mug press and let the mug press do the whole thing. And that was it. The mug press closed, pressed it, opened, and it was good to go. Thank you very much for joining us. If you want to join us again tomorrow night on Instagram at 8 PM, we would love to see you. Any questions at all, please do shout. Failing that, we'll look forward to seeing you again next Wednesday. And obviously do keep your eye on our Facebook page or any of our other social media. We upload posts all day, every day. Lots of different things to keep you inspired. Any questions at all, do give us a shout. Look forward to seeing you soon.